Hello, everyone. A very logical day to all of you, and a very logical beginning of the weekend for all of you. See, here comes the weekend again, and don't you think that it comes very soon? Sunday खत्म हो जाता है और फिर Thursday, Friday बहुत जल्दी आ जाता है Friday. Yes, you should keep that in mind that see, days are going by, the time is flying, and what you need to do here is catch hold of the time, and at least you have a Saturday and a Sunday where you most of you do not have a class. What you need to do is to do revise all the things that you have left. One, do all the things that you have left, revise whatever you have done in the week, and complete all that is the pending thing, right? Keep this in your mind. Your weekend would be grand. Let's see what we have today. An eye on China. And तो नहीं है उधर, पर eye on China में eye का मतलब क्या हुआ? ये बताओ. An eye नहीं है. This is only an eye on China. That means नजर रखना चाइना पर कि आखिर चाइना कर क्या रहा है. That is to keep an eye on somebody. Okay. So the government's decision to allocate a substantial sum of money to improve facilities in places along the line of actual control has come none too soon. See, here the author is directly coming up with what his opinion is. And what is that? The government's decision. And this is the decision that it's allocating substantial sum of money. तो ऑथर बोलते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट का जो डिसीजन है वो काफी जल्दी आ जाना चाहिए था, मतलब ये कोई जल्दी में डिसीजन नहीं है. So it is high time that this decision should have been taken, right? So has come none too soon. You can understand how this sentence has been framed. मतलब ये बहुत जल्दी नहीं आया है. इसका मतलब ये implied meaning ये होता है कि ये आ जाना चाहिए था. So under a Vibrant Villages program, the government will spend rupees this much crore for infrastructure development and to provide livelihood opportunities in the areas bordering China. Fine. This is the intention of this decision, this plan or this program. The plan is to upgrade 633 villages in Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and the Ladakh Union Territory. Over a third of the allocation will go towards road building in the border areas. Tourism, sporting activities are being planned in these areas to provide livelihood opportunities for local people. A new 41-kilometer all-weather tunnel will connect Himachal Pradesh to Ladakh, making troops movement easier. Further, the government will spend, see, तीनों sentences हमारे पास will के साथ आए. They will spend rupees 1800 crore to raise 7 new battalions of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police. That means 9,000 personnel, chiefly deployed along India's borders with China alongside the army village and infrastructure development in the border areas mirrors reported actions by the Chinese military and civilian authorities on their side of the line of actual control. So this mirrors means it reflects or it shows, it displays, right? So this complete paragraph is only giving you what this plan is about. 1, 2, 3, 4. ये चार चीजें होंगी इस plan के तहत. That is all. So you have the major point in the first two lines of the paragraph, and then the remaining paragraph is actually giving you what they intend to do or what is to be done in the near future. On both sides, the idea is to build permanent population settlements along the border to cement each side's claim to the territory under its control along the disputed sections of the LAC. The idea is to build, that means what? This is the reason of why they are doing this. Why? Because they want to build population permanent settlements. Why? So that they can cement each side's claim. So that means their own side's claim. Cement करना मतलब यहाँ पे हो जाता है support करना, strong कर लेना किसी चीज को. तो अपने ही claim को कि ये जो territory है, ये जो land है, ये हमारा है, LAC के साथ इस तरफ या उस तरफ, whether it is China or India, but both the countries are coming up with this permanent population settlement to show what? Let's see, this is our land. तो उनका जो claim है वो strengthen हो जाता है. तो here we can understand the meaning of the word cement. right? Now, security analysts assert. Now comes the work of the analysts. What do they assert? That the villages on the Chinese side are hybrid in nature, a mixture of civilian and military settlements that are in fact staging posts for incursions into India. ये बोलते हैं strategy security analyst. What do they say? That those people are actually a mix of civilian plus military, and they're just they also are keeping an eye on India so that whenever they would want, they would come invade India. तो वो incursion का meaning आ जाता है. While that may or may not be true, this is the author's point. No, you have to understand. No, this is what was asserted by the security analysts, right? While that may or may not be true, is again given by the author. That means the author is not for sure stating something that yes, this is what is going to happen. वो अभी भी अनसर्टेनिटी में है. ऑथर का काम है कि सिक्योरिटी एनालिस्ट ने जो कहा उसे लोगों के सामने रखना. तो उन्होंने क्या कहा कि दिस इज व्हाट चाइना इज डूइंग, दैट दे हाइब्रिड they have a mix of civilian and military settlements and, in fact, staging posts for incursions into India. While that may or may not be true, it is a fact that China's salami slicing tactics on India claimed territory have been easier because many of these places have had no established human settlements. Residents of Ladakh's border villages have demanded better facilities. Now comes on the point of the people living there. They have demanded better facilities, more 4G telecommunication towers, better roads, schools with adequate facilities, 24 into 7 electricity. What? Why? To match what they can see in plain sight in settlements across the LAC, making the case that people would then stay on and act as the nation's eyes and ears. ये है LAC. तो LAC के इस तरफ उन्होंने जो जो देखा है, ठीक है, एलएसी के इस तरफ वो डिमांड करते हैं कि हमें भी ये चाहिए. तो व्हाट डू वी नीड, व्हाट डू दे डू, और व्हाट विल दे डू? They'll keep an eye on the opponent. It is unfortunate that the Indian state has not always taken seriously their complaints of having to surrender progressively acres of traditional grazing land in the face of Chinese incursions into these areas. Now comes the author's point that he had stated in the very first line, that it is none too soon. ये जो डिसीजन लिया है वो जल्दी नहीं लिया है. मतलब अब तक तो ये डिसीजन ले लेना चाहिए था. The reason given here is that these people have been complaining about the lands that they have to actually give up because of the incursions made into their areas. The attempted Chinese incursion in Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh last December seems to have brought home the clear and present danger along the LAC. Right? This was an attempted Chinese incursion in Arunachal Pradesh. When that happened in the last December, then this actually to bring home the point का मतलब होता है तो उन्होंने रियलाइज किया, इतना उन्हें समझ में आया कि एलएसी के इस तरफ भी हमें स्ट्रॉन्ग सेटलमेंट्स, परमानेंट सेटलमेंट्स बना लेनी चाहिए थी, या एलएसी के थ्रू मतलब द पीपल आर गोइंग टू क्रॉस, सो देयर वुड बी incursions. With the People's Liberation Army deciding when and where to cause pain to India along the 348 disputed border. Delhi does not have the luxury of time. See, again it is relating this point none too soon wala. Right? Why? Because Delhi doesn't have the luxury of time. Building vibrant villages and developing infrastructure on the border are important and convey politically that the government is seized of the urgency of the situation of the border. But by themselves they may not be sufficient. बस इतना ही काफी नहीं होगा. ये ऑथर के एक और पॉइंट आ गया. राइट? एक टाइम रिलेटेड पॉइंट था, दूसरा अर्जेंसी रिलेटेड पॉइंट था, तीसरा सफिशिएंट है या नहीं है इससे रिलेटेड पॉइंट है. They have to be part of a broader defense strategy within all of the government approach, which is not yet evident. Right? So this part of the paragraph is giving you about what is to be done. And whether this has been started or not started, it is not yet indicated. Though it is a positive step in the direction in the target, achieving the target that yes, they have to keep this site free from incursions, right? So they have started it, but then it has to be an all of government approach, which is not yet evident, right? So when you're reading it, 3 to 4 minutes would be more than enough for you to understand this. And I have given you how to identify the main points. You should start understanding this, that which is the important part of the paragraph and which is the part of the paragraph that is to be just glanced at. So if I go back to that first one, सिर्फ पहला sentence में एक point था, rest of the sentence was showing you what will the government spend, what will the government go towards, or what will it spend, how much will it spend, and what does it mirror. So all this is only fact, data, but the points proved in the first sentence has been continued in the third paragraph also. Second paragraph is giving you again the author's point, and here, no, it is actually not giving the point, it is giving you a reasoning. पॉइंट तो उसने फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में दे दिया था, अब वो रीजन दे रहा है. रीजनिंग में किसी और का assertion, किसी और का ओपिनियन दे सकते हैं, right? So that is not the author's opinion. When he gives somebody else's opinion, then his own opinion becomes a strong, or his point becomes consolidated. So the second paragraph, if he can apply prep on it, second paragraph will be the reasoning of the author, right? Third paragraph is his concluding point where he says that whatever step the government has taken about the decision and all, that is okay, fine. It is a positive step in that direction, but this is not sufficient. It is not enough because more is to be done yet. Author ka point, opinion complete. Main ideas देखते हैं अब हम. ठीक है. This is what I have marked has not come too soon. Right. And this is a plan to upgrade so many villages. कहाँ क्या क्या कैसे upgrade होगा? ठीक है. This was the decision that he had taken to allocate a substantial amount of money. अपग्रेड करेंगे, इससे होगा क्या? अब उन्होंने अगली साइड जो था वो है चाइनीज साइड, हमारे साइड पे हमें अपग्रेड करना है. आई हैड ड्रॉन दिस, नो, ये इंडिया का बॉर्डर है, ये चाइना का है, मतलब टेरिटरी, ये एलएसी है, ठीक है. चाइना ने अपग्रेड कर लिया है, इंडिया ने अभी डिसीजन लिया है अपग्रेड करने का. कितने विलेजेस? 633 विलेजेस, राइट? सो इफ इट वांट्स टू अपग्रेड नाउ, and according to the author, it is high time that they had upgraded. कर लेना चाहिए था उन्हें, किया नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि डर किस चीज का है? कि incursions होंगे. The author's point is established again that he has not always been taken seriously. Delhi does not have the luxury of time. This last part of the paragraph was the most important point. That see, it should be an all of the government approach, but then it is not yet done. तो urgency of the situation है, ठीक है. ये भी बता देते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट कुछ काम कर रही है, पॉलिटिकली इंपॉर्टेंट है, बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये सब कुछ दिखता है, पर all out efforts made by the government and all government efforts is not yet seen. So plan to reinforce infrastructure on LAC is welcome. Positive हो गया ये. It needs to be part of a broader defense strategy. This is what needs to be done to check Beijing's incursions, and this is what the opponent country is doing. वो incursion कर रही है, उसे रोकने के लिए infrastructure strong बनाने के decision is a welcome step, and that is not enough. What is required to be done is that it needs to be a part of a broader defense strategy, right? Let's see vocabulary. So we had just a few words in this article, right? Cement is, though you all of you know what cement is, but that is a noun. To cement something would mean to strengthen, fortify, or bolster. Bolster यानी support करना. ठीक है, एक तो सीमेंट का काम ये हो सकता है कि किसी चीज को सपोर्ट करे, सीमेंट द आर्ग्यूमेंट भी हो सकता है, तो you're coming up with a consolidation of your argument by giving the reasons and examples. Or it can also work as an adhesive to cement the relations. तो adhesive होगा तो strong भी बन जाएगा, consolidate हो सकता है. तो you can understand the basic use of the word cement. Whether it is a noun तो कोई दिक्कत होती नहीं है, पर as a verb use होता है वो. Incursions we have seen, they are called invasions. They can be called infiltrations, or it can be said that they are building inroads too. Right? This is just another way of using the word. So incursions तो इसी paragraph में 3 से 4 बार आ गया है. You can note that down. And right, invasion you can understand, but infiltration is a better word. And building inroads too is again how you can use it. Like you have seen this in the movies also. कोई पुलिस या सीबीआई का कोई भी पर्सन एक सामने अंडरवर्ल्ड के ग्रुप में जाके मिलता है, तो ही इज ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड इनरोड्स टू दैट पर्सन्स हेडक्वार्टर्स, राइट, इन दैट वे. सो incursions हो गया. Etiquette, of course all of you know this meaning. Etiquette is enough and suitable, but sufficient and ample you can use will be a better word. Substantial is something that is has substance. ठीक है, समथिंग हैविंग सब्सटेंस. सब्सटेंस का मतलब क्या होता है कि हाँ उसमें कुछ तो दम है. ठीक है, तो सब्सटेंस, एक आर्ग्यूमेंट को सब्सटैंशियल होना, एक अमाउंट को सब्सटैंशियल होना. सपोज यू हैव मिसप्लेस्ड 50 रुपीज, सो इट इज अ नॉमिनल अमाउंट फॉर यू, मे बी, right? But for another person, maybe it would have been a very substantial amount for him if he has misplaced 50 rupees. So this is a comparative word or relative word, you can say. 50 rupees किसी एक के लिए कम हो सकता है, नॉमिनल हो सकता है, किसी और के लिए कंसिडरेबल हो सकता है. So substantial means जिस बात में कोई दम है, या जिस नंबर में, अमाउंट में कुछ दम है. So this is again, as I said earlier, a relative word. So substantial is important, significant, considerable, and ample. Allocation, of course, you know, or allocation of resources is a major word. For those who do not know, I am writing it here. Allocation of resources means how you are going to locate all that you have. उनको देखो, हमारे पास इधर word है locate. ठीक है, तो locate is like locate वाला ना, place or space. राइट. तो सारे रिसोर्सेज को अपनी अपनी जो जगह है, जो टारगेटेड स्पेस है, वो बता देना. तो बजट में क्या होता है, हम एलोकेट करते हैं रिसोर्सेज को, कितना पैसा कहाँ लगाना है, कितना पैसा कहाँ जाएगा. ठीक है, सो दैट इज ईदर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग, इट वुड बी शेयरिंग, इट वुड बी ए पोर्शनमेंट. एक पोर्शन उस बजट का, जो तुम्हारे पास टोटल बजट है, उसका एक पोर्शन कहाँ पे देना है तुम्हें, कहाँ पे यूटिलाइज करना है, दैट इज ए पोर्शनमेंट. So what you are actually doing is coming up with a division or a distribution. So that is called allocation of resources, allocation of funds. ये भी होता है. Right? So in this way you can keep it in mind and you will be able to remember it. Mirrors again is being used as a verb. So mirrors means to show. So show का मतलब हो जाएगा displays, reflects, या echoes भी हो जाएगा. मतलब उससे, उस बात से क्या पता चलता है, that is being mirrored. Right? I hope this is enough for today. And Saturday, Sunday, you need to complete all that you are still left with. You haven't done. So thank you. And once again, a very logical week to all of you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.